Let's shift from Ruto versus Raila to Johnson Sakaja versus Rigathi Gachagua. On Sunday, Johnson Sakaja said that those who are surrounding the president are making hard for the president to have or to have discussion or to have a lobby with the opposition leader Raila Amolo Odinga. He's saying that the president and the Raila Odinga still have time to sit down and have discussion instead of using the path of demonstration. He said that those who are surrounding the president are advising or making hard for the two leaders to meet and maybe they can have a solution unlike going to the demonstration. So these entrances from Johnson Sakaja are seemingly elected to deputy president, and before that there was a fight between the Rigathi Gachagua and Johnson Sakaja over the business person in Nairobi, and again about the crabs and the matatu. Do you think, let me start with Abel. Abel, if the fight between Rigathi Gachagua and Johnson Sakaja continues, and you have seen some readers from Western Kenya are backing Johnson Sakaja, while those of Mount Kenya are backing Rigathi Gachagua. What is the future of Johnson Sakaja in politics? What is the future of Rigathi Gachagua? And if President William Ruto gets into this fight, what will be the future of the future of President William Ruto politically?
First of all, let me just call it like it's a cold war between Sakaja and Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua, and of which it's unnecessary to the party and unnecessary to the Kenya government, and it's not even necessary to the people of Kenya who voted them in. So this issue, I think they differ. They differ in ideologies or in plans. Gachagua wants Sakaja wants the government to have the handshake with Raila Odinga, and Gachagua thinks that handshake is the only way that will bring these people together. And I think Sakaja thinks that handshake is the only way that will make the government work. No. Gachagua put it clear. Ruto even also put it clear that there is no handshake this time round. There's no handshake, and I think I will advise Sakaja to just focus on the issues affecting the citizens of Nairobi. Just focus on the count of Nairobi. Count of Nairobi is vast. Count of Nairobi is huge, and it needs development and some working on it. He should just focus on the Nairobi residents and leave alone the national politics or the commotion or disagreement that is there, or leave alone the Raila Odinga's demand. He should just focus on Nairobi, service delivery, and everything will be okay to him.
So you think there will be no effect if this war or Lagos continue?
If this war or this Cold War continues, I think there will be effect. There will be effect this season, because now they will be concentrating on conversations or differences. So they will forget that there are Kenyans that they want to be worked. Things that should be worked on them. They will forget that there are people that voted them in, they trusted them, that gave them power, gave them the mandate to serve them. They will forget that there are national issues that should be addressed and focus on their differences. They should just stop so that they can work for the Kenyans and the betterment of us. Yeah.
Okay, Shalton. The fight between Governor Johnson Sakaja and DP Rigathi Gachagua, it's still, I think it is a ruta continua. Do you think this may have an effect to Rigathi Gachagua and Johnson Sakaja? Also, we know Rigathi Gachagua is maybe he be preparing to be the leader of Mount Kenya. Maybe he's eyeing on 2032. Do you think, because the Speaker of the National Assembly said that also the Western people are preparing to have their own on 2032. What does this mean to Johnson Sakaja and DP Rigathi Gachagua and the fight at large?
I understand the fight between Gachagua and Sakaja in two dimensions. Number one, you realize in the entire Nairobi City County, even the legislative aspect of Nairobi, most of the MCS were voted under Azimio. And these MCS have been, let's say Sakaja want to please them and want to bring that aspect that these MCS, they work in inclusive way so that they cannot be commotion like we witnessed in the case of Sonko when there was attempts of impeachment. That's number one. So let's say Sakaja is trying to please this. We get even there are a number of CECs which were let's say appointed by Sakaja, and their political affiliation during campaigns they were affiliated to Azimio. So it's like a way Sakaja is trying to humanize himself from the machinations and let's say the attacks by the opposition because they are strong in Nairobi. That's number one. Number two, going to the DP side, I think DP side in his way is trying to entertain let's say the people of Mount Kenya. Let's say the other day he came out clearly and is on record saying, me personally, I mobilized the so-called Kikuyu to vote in Nairobi to vote for Sakaja. So ukianza mchezo na mambo ya biashara, lazima tukae chini. To mean, he's trying to please those people because he needs them in the near future, so that maybe he will be coronated as the leader of Mount Kenya. So this is the time to play his cards well, entertain the people. So, and for a fact, those people who come from his ethnic background, they tend to have a lot of businesses in Nairobi. So this is an opportunity. So in a way that, in a way of speaking, to let's say to entertain them and to bring them together.
So you think Johnson Sakaja is playing his card well, and DP Rigathi Gachagua is trying to is building his house.
But what should be discussed and what should be, let's say, to talk seriously, because we don't have any problem in their fights. But if the wrangles and differences can affect service delivery, then we ought to be very worried. And especially when now I think DP Gachagua should leave let's say Governor Johnson Sakaja to discharge his duties as the duly elected governor of Nairobi. And if he has any issue with the governor, let them have a discussion where they can yield fruits to help the people, not going on social media and media houses saying that the governor should do this, the governor. Yet it's just phone call away. DP can make a phone call to Gachagua so that he can mentor him on matters leadership.